for Canada, and we are here to officially announce that the 2023 Canadian Championship for a pro and women division will be coming to Chilliwack August 12th and 13th. You will see the most elite athletes from across our country battling it out to try to win the gold medal, and with winning this championship that sees them go on to Europe where they go to the World Championship. So a lot on the line coming up here in August. And so I just want to give you all a little taste of what you'll be seeing. Sterling Hart, very decorated athlete in our Timbersports series, is going to show you one of our disciplines here called the standing block chop, which is pretty tough discipline. One of the most dangerous ones, perhaps.
The most dangerous.
The most dangerous.
I thought the chainsaw was a dangerous.
You would think
Only if
so.
you're not good at it.
Yeah. So Sterling's going to show you how, intense and just how tough these guys are when they tackle a big piece of wood like that. And then we're going to move over to the stock saw, which is a regular stock saw chainsaw you can buy on the market, but it's the biggest one, and these guys rip through this wood fast. Sterling will go first, and then Leanna from the chamber and Mayor Popoff will also jump on and see how they stand up to Sterling here. We'll time each of you. We'll have a little contest maybe.
I
No.
don't know.
All right, without further ado, Sterling,
Awesome.
the stage is yours.
Perfect. Yeah, so as you said, my name's Sterling Hart. I've been a part of Timbersports for the past 10 years, and before that, logger sports in general. I was actually born and raised in Maple Ridge and Mission, so played sports in Chilliwack with your giant farm kids. And it's for the first time in probably feels like over 10 years, our finals are going to be out west here. Normally they're in Prince Edward Island or Ontario, so I actually get to drive to the competition this year, which is a massive thing for me. I live in Squamish now, so it was a nice quick hour-and-a-half drive back out to the valley. So I'm just super excited that you guys have taken this on. It's really nice to be back here. So as you said, Timbersports, there are 6 disciplines, so we're going to show you 2 of them today. So the whole sport consists of 3 chopping events and 3 sawing events. So you've got your standing block, and then you also have what's called the underhand chop, where you chop between your feet, trying as hard as you can to miss your toes. And the springboard chop, where you've seen them chop a notch in the tree, stick a couple boards in, go up and chop the block at the top. And if you've ever taken a walk through the valley here, you might see some of the old veteran stumps that actually have the old springboard pockets still in them. And so that's where that sport actually comes from. On the sawing side, we've got the Stihl MS661 stock saw, and that's meant to be kind of an equalizer event because everybody runs the exact same saws. They're dynoed in the morning, so they all run exactly the same. Then you've got what's called the single hand saw, and that's the old, long crosscut saws you might see hanging up on somebody's barn, but they're a little bit more modified than they would have used 100 years ago. And then finally, they'll have the hot saw event. I was petitioning to do that today, but noise bylaws prevented that from happening, I think.
I should have asked me. I could have got that.
I was going to try for a variance, but I didn't know how it would go. And so yeah, like I said, today we're going to show you 2 of them, the standing chop and the stock saw. So the axes we use, most of them come from Australia or New Zealand. They're a tool steel specially made for this. Hickory handles from North America. And the axes are actually, they are razor sharp. They cost about $800 to $900 a piece, and there can be a 1 to 2 year wait list to find the best guys that make them. It's kind of like having a set of golf clubs. So, I've got 5 or 6 here, and I've got about 20 more at home because there's so many different species of wood all over the world. Basically, you pick the one that's best suited to that environment, to the event that you're doing, and to the wood. And like I said, they are razor sharp. This one probably not as much now because it's done a lot of work, but you can shave with them or cut your face. So as we said, this is a really dangerous sport. I actually did this in 2011 doing the springboard event in Australia. I chopped the first notch, stuck the axe in the tree, and went to grab the board, and the axe just fell out of the tree, came down, sliced my face, about 80 stitches. Didn't tell my mom for about a month until somebody posted it on Facebook. And at the time, I thought it was kind of like, the worst thing that could happen. The doctors wouldn't let me see a mirror. They wouldn't let me because they're like, oh, it might traumatize you. But then after I got out, I was kind of known for the scar, and it wasn't that bad. And it was maybe 5 or 6 years later, in 2016, I represented Canada in Germany at the World Championships, and I actually broke the world record in the springboard event. So it's actually what I'm most known for around the world. I actually travel through Europe, Australia, all of Western and Eastern Europe, training amateur athletes, up and coming people to do these events now. So I'm about as close to a professional as you could call it. So I've got the scars to prove it everywhere. It being dangerous though, we do take all the safety precautions. We wear chainmail mesh socks and guards everywhere, as well as I'm actually wearing chainsaw pants, and we've got some chaps here so we don't injure any members of council or anybody in charge of running the city. So, the standing block chop usually takes between 20 to 30 seconds to complete. Athletes will cut halfway through on one side, turn around and finish it on the other side. The world record in this event is under 12 seconds to cut through a block that's a little bit bigger than this. Probably won't be doing that today because, you know, you guys won't get all the photos, right? We want more content, so I'm going to really slow it down for you. You're welcome.
You want me to give you the official start?
We could do that. So probably what I'll do is I'll cut halfway through, and then I'll